Today I have gathered up a list of some of the best really expensive dupes. Well, these are not expensive, but the perfumes that they are dupes of are extremely expensive. These are not your normal designer dupes that are duping, you know, $150 fragrances. No, every single one of these is duping perfumes that are $250, $300 and up. They're all extremely amazing dupes. They all perform really well, and honestly, you're not cutting corners on anything other than price, because the quality is there, longevity is there, everything you want is there, except for you're just not dropping a whole mortgage. Even all together, if you bought all of these perfumes at once, they still don't even come up to the cost of one of the perfumes that these are duping, which is crazy. And just to really show you how incredible these dupes are, I'm gonna put side by side the dupe and then the perfume that it's duping, so we can see the notes and how similar they are, not just like me telling you, yeah, they're similar, but you can literally see it in the composition. And we're of course gonna compare price points, because these price point differences are going to shock you, I promise you. This video is not sponsored. These are just some incredible dupes that I've discovered along the way. So with that said, let's get into it. Starting off, one of my newest, a lot of these are pretty new discoveries, and I'm not gonna lie, the majority of these dupes come from Era Perfumes, because Era Perfumes just know how to do a good dupe. Like they have it down. But my first dupe is a dupe for an extremely expensive perfume. This perfume is, I think, almost $500. Well, not this one, this is the dupe, but the perfume that this is duping. This is by Parfoms and it's called Zenith. Stunning bottle. You would think that this is the expensive one. It's literally around $40. And this is a dupe for Queening by Mind Games, which I didn't know until I discovered this perfume, how expensive that entire house of fragrances is. But yeah, they're ridiculously expensive. I'm not gonna lie, I have never gotten my hands or my nose on Queening, so I can only go based off of reviews that I've seen, but I did a lot of research when I was discovering this scent, and so many people that were literally comparing side by side the two fragrances were like, yeah, this is an exact dupe. You don't have to take my word for it. You can do your own research on this, but I'm also gonna just compare the notes. So the notes for Zenith, this has vanilla, creamy notes, coconut, fruity notes, powdery notes, jasmine, base notes of vanilla, musk, and woody notes. And if we compare that to the notes of Queening, this has cotton flower, apple, cypress, orris root, rum, saffron, and then vanilla, coconut, and musk. So while they're not exact duplicate notes on both sides, we can see some common notes in them, like coconut, vanilla, an overall really powdery vibe. I've even heard a lot of people say that this smells exact to Queening, only this one is even stronger and performs better, which only just adds to the craziness of this dupe. This scent is so unique. It's vanilla. It's a little powdery, but not baby powder, nothing like that. It's more so like this cosmetic powder that I absolutely love. There's definitely a fruitiness about it. Then I also get this leathery, like sexy, leathery, maybe sandalwood kind of thing that comes through when this dries down. But you can also still smell those fruity notes and definitely that sweet powderiness. I've never had a perfume like this. Like obviously I've tried a lot of vanillas, but this one is probably one of the most unique vanillas that I have and one of the best. Seriously, this is stunning. It's fluffy, it's got so much warmth in it, but it's not overly sweet. It's not nauseating or anything like that. It's not gourmand. It's a soft, powdery vanilla, insane performance. It does have a little hint of that coconut. I love the coconut in here and just how well it meshes with the vanilla and the powdery notes. It's not a coconut scent, but coconut does something beautiful with vanilla and it's doing it in here. It's just enhancing that sweetness, but not necessarily making this smell tropical. It's just, it's there. You can kind of smell it, but only once you know that there's coconut. It's not like you're gonna smell this and immediately smell coconut. It's just beautifully enhancing the vanilla and just the sweetness overall that's in this scent. Perfect date night, honestly even everyday perfume. I could even wear this every day. It's nothing crazy like that that's just like screaming at you or too much. I can literally wear this everywhere, to the grocery store. It's just, it smells phenomenal no matter what. My next dupe, this one comes from Dossier. This video is not sponsored. As I stated in the beginning, I have worked with Dossier in the past. I've been working with them long term. I just like to discover their scents and review them for you. But this one, this is probably my favorite Dossier dupe of all time. This is Woody Lychee from Dossier, and this is the dupe for Attrape Rêves from Louis Vuitton. Long story short, for my usual viewers, you've heard the story already, but if you're new to this video, while I was in Albania this past summer, I had a family member that really loved my Attrape Rêves. I had the actual Attrape Rêves, which, again, if you don't know, one of my favorite perfumes of all time. One of the only perfumes that is that costly that I had literally repurchased and gone through a whole bottle of and had to repurchase another one because I freaking loved it. But then I sold it because that is just not a perfume that you can easily get, especially in Albania. So I sold it to this family member and I was just like, okay, when I go back to the States, I'll just get another bottle. So I was planning once I came here, I would repurchase it. And once I got here, obviously I was busy with just getting back to this life after, you know, the move and how it didn't happen, and it's just craziness. So my mind was definitely not on like, I need to repurchase this scent right away, you know? But in that time, I'd restarted working with Dossier, and actually one of you commented that Dossier had a dupe for Attrape Rêves, and I ran to the website, and guys, this is an exact dupe for Attrape Rêves. They did not miss anything. And I will tell you guys, there's certain Dossier dupes where they're clearly different, or there's, you know, certain nuances that are not 100% there. This is 100%. This is coming from somebody that has been very well acquainted with Attrape Rêves. So I can say that very confidently. This is so good. I literally smelled no difference. It has literally saved me over $350 on that scent because I'm fully content with just this in my collection at the moment. Maybe once this is done, will I ever get that scent in the future? Maybe, but as of right now, I'm fully content with this. This is clearly a dupe that's meant to be a dupe, so the notes are almost identical, which I still don't know how Dossier does this because the notes are like literally identical, and yet this is like 40 bucks and not almost 400. Don't know how they do it, like legally, but yeah, you can literally see them side by side, almost exact. The strength is there, the longevity is there. Literally, trust me, this is one of the best dupes you will get your hands on. I promise you. Literally worth every penny because it smells exactly like an almost $400 perfume. So yeah, definitely recommend Woody Lychee. This is too good. Jumping back to Arab Perfumes, this is another one that I recently came across. This is by Paris Corner and it is called Azam. I love this bottle. As I said in my previous video, it reminds me of just like a popsicle, a lollipop, looks very tropical. It doesn't necessarily smell tropical though. This is a dupe for 100 Silent Ways from Nishane. And again, fraction of the cost. The notes for these two are mind-blowingly similar when you look at them side by side. They both have mandarin, they both have peach, they both have that white floral vibe, both have tuberose, both have jasmine, both have sandalwood, both have vanilla. They're almost identical, like top, middle, base notes. They're almost literally identical. This is like a way more expensive version also for Black Opium in my opinion. It smells pretty similar to Black Opium, but honestly 10 million times better. It smells more luxurious, and it also doesn't have that bitter coffee note that's in Black Opium. It's just sweeter. This is sexy. Like, this is sexy going out date night. You will get compliments. Extremely feminine, extremely sexy, sweet, but with that boozy, rummy deliciousness. I think if you loved Black Opium, you would absolutely love this. This is 20 steps up from Black Opium and also a fraction of the cost. In terms of 100 Silent Ways, I cannot speak on this dupe again exact. I have not smelled 100 Silent Ways, at least I don't think so, so I don't know about that. But again, when I first bought this, it was a lot of people that were saying this is extremely similar, if not identical, to 100 Silent Ways. So again, you can do your own research on that as well. But this is just an incredible scent that is a fraction of the cost of a few different expensive perfumes. So dupe or not, either way, this is incredible. Next dupe, and my final Arab perfume dupe in this video, is this guy right here. Now this one I actually have smelled. I do not own the expensive perfume that this is duping, but I've smelled it many times, and I just can't quite pull the trigger on that perfume even though I really like it. It's just one of those where I love it, but I'm not all the way there to where I'd want to purchase it for that price, you know? But that's completely okay with me because I discovered this, and to be honest with you, this is way stronger. This is Haramain Amber Oud Gold Edition, and this is duping Erba Pura from Xerjoff. I have smelled Erba Pura countless times. Many times I've gone to the store thinking I was gonna buy it, then I come out the store with a different scent. For some reason, I just can't like purchase that scent. I don't know why. I'm totally happy with this scent. This smells identical to it, but like I said, it smells stronger. Maybe a little too strong at times. That's the only warning I'll give to this. As I said in my Air perfume haul where I hauled this, with this one, you really have to be careful with how much you're spraying because too much, especially right in the beginning, can come across very chemically. So this is one of those scents where 1-2 sprays max is all you need. Any more than that, you're gonna get yourself a chemical mess and you're almost gonna distort the scent and even make it just not smell good because it can be too much, I'm not gonna lie. But if you do just the right amount, which is just like 1 spray, this is phenomenal. It has that same really tropical fruitiness, but it's a type of fruitiness you've never really smelled before. This is sexy aromatic fruits, pretty much. It has very similar notes once again to Herba Pura. This starts very green and citrusy and aromatic, so does Herba Pura. A little slight difference in notes. They both have bergamot, but Herba Pura has a few other citruses, whereas this one just has green notes, but they give off the exact same vibe pretty much. The middle notes, Herba Pura doesn't exactly specify, at least on Fragrantica where I'm getting the notes. They don't specify the exact fruits that they use. It just says fruity notes, but you can very clearly smell in Herba Pura. You can very clearly smell the melon. You can smell a little bit of that pineapple, and those are the exact notes that are in here. So very similar once again. And then extremely similar notes in the base with the vanilla, with the musk. The only difference is Herba Pura has amber, this one has woody notes, but still they just create a very, very similar vibe. These are literally identical. Like coming from somebody that has actually smelled Herba Pura many, many times, this is a dupe I can also say these are identical, but this is stronger. Scent-wise they're identical, but strength, this one is stronger. And then to end this video off, I have 2 more dupes, and you gotta bear with me with this because at first, if you're a perfume snob and you're watching this, I don't know why you would be watching this because a lot of my videos are catered more towards affordable perfumes and I love affordable perfumes. But if you are, or if you're somebody that just like rolls your eyes at body mist, let me change your mind really, really quickly. Like you're gonna have to really trust me on this if you are not a body spray lover, because these 2 body sprays I'm gonna talk about, they are so good, you literally do not need these expensive perfumes. And they are both duping to Parfums de Marly fragrances, which again, will cost you about $400. Now, I've smelled both of these Parfums de Marly perfumes. I actually own Delina myself in my collection, and I've smelled Valleja many times. And those are the 2 perfumes that I'm duping. First off, Infinite Radiance. This is a body mist, yes, but trust me, this has strength and it has performance. Now with body mist, you want to maybe overspray a little bit. Obviously, it's body mist. Like chemically, they are not the same. The concentration is not the same. This is facts. But I've had so many body sprays literally outperform perfumes. Sometimes perfumes are just weak. It doesn't matter how much oil content they have. That's just what happens. And Infinite Radiance is such a strong scent, like literally so strong. It performs so well. The scent is exact to Valleja. And then my other one is Covered in Roses. Both of these dupes come from their Everyday Luxuries collection, which is a dupe collection that they came out basically duping a bunch of really expensive perfumes. They have way more, but I think these 2 are just, they stand out to me because they're duping some of the most expensive perfumes. They do a lot of other designer dupes, but these 2 are literally duping 2 of the most expensive perfumes. And Covered in Roses is also an exact dupe to Delina. Both of these, like you literally, Infinite Radiance and Covered in Roses, they are literal exact dupes to both Delina and Valleja. So if you've been eyeing these 2 scents, definitely just get the body sprays. They come across exactly the same. I feel like perfume snobs will lie to you and be like, I can smell a difference, but we need this to be put to the test. Like we need a perfume snob that's blindfolded and they smell both of these. I promise you they could not tell a difference. That's my opinion. If you tried those 2 scents, then maybe you know too. I have, and I love them. And that's literally coming from somebody that has Delina in my collection. Obviously I didn't know at the time when I got Delina, these mists were not out, but I'm almost at the point where if I didn't have Delina and I was contemplating on it, I would be super happy just with the body spray. It gives the exact same scent. But that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking for some good dupes and you want to smell extremely expensive, these are it. Trust me, these are incredible dupes. Even putting the fact that they are dupes aside, these are incredible scents. All in all, just even on their own. Just not even comparing them to anything. They just standalone fragrances. They are top tier, 10 out of 10. Highly recommend every single one of these scents. I don't think any one of the perfumes I talk about in this video surpassed $45, but all of the perfume dupes that they are duping are like over $350, so crazy. That's all I have for you in this video. Let me know some of your most insane dupes that you've discovered in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.